Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Powerful Full Force Season 3 Theory and Prediction video. We're going to continue with another ghetto reaction to the Movie Bot YouTube channel, as the topic of his video is Dmac is still a problem. We are going to go along with Movie Bot as he further explains in depth the character and motivations of Dmac, why he is who he is, and why where he comes from and his upbringing is the exact reason why we cannot blame him for being who he is. I'm also going to add in my 2 cents on what I feel is why Dmac is how he is, and why Tommy is literally the only person who can get to Dmac on a deeper level than anyone else in the street, especially after JP dies. All that and more in today's theory. Go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here, because this video is going to be another banger. Without further ado, let's get to it.
All he ever wanted from season 1 is to be down with the CBI. That's why when he got sent to great shows where they wanted him to cut off his dreads, that wasn't for him. He's street through and through. So that's the context.
He was not going for that.
That's the history. Which
they tried to make me cut off my dreads,
I do think is important to remember when we're talking about a chaotic character like Dmac. We have to remember where he's from, his struggles, and how he's been brought up in the streets. For some of you who remember my red pill and blue pill breakdown, which is a theme that we've seen across the Power universe, I did have a chapter in that breakdown that was dedicated to Dmac. We spoke about how Tommy is actually trying to change his toxic legacy and his toxic chain in Power's version of the red pill. But for Dmac, it stems from a very young age, him growing up in the streets. I asked the question in that breakdown whether Tommy would be able to rewrite history, but I think we've all seen how stubborn Dmac is. With Dmac, it always has and will be the red pill.
Yes, and we have to understand something, which is that no one's going to be closer to Dmac and be able to even have a chance of forcing his opinions or major life decisions other than Tommy, because they are going to come to a deep understanding, especially after the death of JP. And while Tommy is bringing Dmac into the crime world under his mentorship, they will have a deep understanding where they understand that they are essentially, right, the same person, raised in different times, right, having to go through different things. But it's as simple as this, where we have Tommy, who we know Tommy was out running streets. He wasn't able to eat sometimes, right? Kate Egan was on drugs. She was stripping. She was moving around, not coming home for days at a time, in which we'll probably find out that a lot of those times Tommy had to rely on ghosts, and they was out there getting it together, right? But just like Dmac, Tommy, his mother wasn't around. Father was not around. Now, it's alternate in the sense where Tommy did not know his father was alive, and he always thought his father was dead. The difference is Dmac, he was under the impression that his father was alive but didn't want anything to do with him, right? And abandoned him and his mom, right? And his mom, that's a topic for a whole nother story. But they have very similar parallels. Even the fact that we can already tell that Dmac is kind of like a sweetheart when it comes to women. He gets sweet on the woman he's interested in very easily. And he wants to show off and be the big boss, big Avell in her life, just like Tommy, right? But let's keep going.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's gotta get that. That's touch my ink. That's on the dome, nigga.